You know, with the way that this year is going for me, it's just really been about an attempt to just fix myself, you know? And it isn't through what I wanted it to be. It's just more of what a lot of people, including my own family, and a lot of my close friends, and even ex-close friends, have expected of me. Is getting mental help. You know? I know Andrew's been on the record. I know Angel's been on the record. I know Parjory, Love You Mel, Mari. Even Robbie said it after that one fallout that we had after the group text incident. They're all vouching for me to get mental help. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm in progress here of, you know, just going through it and trying to have a better understanding, you know. But as far as that's concerned, I just feel like right now it's just been more of a struggle than it is of an improvement. And let me tell you why. Just when I thought, you know, things are going to lessen as far as the stress load, the burden of stress, it's not happening like that. Okay? It's not happening like that to where you know, things will likely get better for me, like in the long run, especially as this year goes on. Yes, I said it. This 2-week period, I know, although it's gonna feel pretty short, considering how fast time will fly, knowing that I'm in this dump, you know, being there from, you know, till 5:30, when a lot of offices close at 5. You know, I don't know anybody else that works in an office that closes at 5:30, but you know, as far as where I stand, you know, with my mental health, it's just been more of a struggle than it is just progressing with improvement. I mean, these situations I'm going through right now, man, like, they're just getting heavier, okay? They're just, I mean, let's just put it this way, man. I feel like a lot of these situations are just, I'm not going to say they're getting worse and worse, but they're just getting, if you're talking about the stress load and, you know, it's just, you know, it's just getting more heavy, more challenging. And now look at what the discussions that I'm hearing. And, like, I'm doing my best, no doubt, but I know I've ranted and saying that this help is not helping me at all, when I know I did not mean that. However, like, I'm still struggling to fully understand, to have a better understanding of what it's like to go through mental health. Yeah, with my mental health issues. Look, this is the first time I'm going through this, through therapy and psychiatry, based on a lot of my weaknesses. And I'm talking about my strong weaknesses as far as, like, you know, my behavior is concerned. Okay, so And now with some of these situations I'm going through, it's like as soon as I started seeking help, mental help, like some of these like some of these problems are just getting bigger, and they're becoming more stressful. And now it's like I'm being faced with, I don't want to say something new, but it's just I'm being faced with such obstacles and challenges that are more stressful than what they were before. Yes, my dump is still one of them. Hell, the AC has not worked in 2 weeks. And I've been told that a new part is supposed to be coming today or tomorrow, when that could have been done last week. I mean, did it really take them that long? I mean, I came home yesterday just feeling mentally exhausted. Yeah, I won my game in Gertish Park. That was actually a good game for me. Actually, that was like one of my better games, efficiency wise. Especially since I made 2 straight threes. I finished the threes like in the middle of the game before the last one I finished was with the layup. Huh? And it was a different ball that I used. So, I mean, yeah, I got my 3-point stroke back, considering that I forgot how I shot in that the 4th of July game, the day before 4th of July. But for the most part, I did pretty well in that game. I actually did better on the road in Gertish Park than I did at home. I mean, at home, when doing that game toward the end of April, I actually didn't do too bad either. I just thought that this one seemed better to me. I think I felt like my shots were going in more efficiently, So, I just felt like it was better. Last game too, it wasn't that bad, but I just thought this one was, to me, it was better, considering I did play in Gertish Park, in Norwalk, and Norwalk's basketball courts have chain nets basically, and knowing how cold I've been just trying to make shots on chain nets. Right now I'm actually 4-3 in Norwalk Parks after going 0-3. It was I remember the losses I had in Vista Verde. That was only the second game of the regular season. My shoot around regular season, en route to going 0-4, just like last year. And then I played in Hollandfield Park, where I've yet to get a win. I still haven't won. I think I'm 0-3 now. And Zimmerman Park on Good Friday, where that was my first loss ever in Zimmerman Park after going 2-0, right? And then I played in Glacier Park, won that one. Hermosillo, one of my best games ever. And then Glacier Park again, where I had that scare, just trying to make one more three, and it took me about well over a minute. And I'm talking about the overtime, the extra 1 minute to get the one more three. I had to take 3 timeouts in general, and before I made one at the last 4 seconds of that extra 1 minute period. So that became 3-3, and then Gertish Park yesterday, I won that one fair and square, and it was now I'm 4-3. So but getting back to to this topic right here, it's look, man, it's like my dump is still an issue. I know I've been trying to get out of there. Yes, I talked about the AC not working for 2 weeks. It's just part of pure laziness, and the fact that this dump is still operated by that same robotic douchebag that's been running that place since he started. So that's one of the biggest problems I've had for a long time. Okay, considering even with this help that I'm going through right now, it's not doing much for me. I'm not saying it's not helping me at all. Yes, I'm learning what my therapist is telling me to do, but right now it's like I must be a slow learner at this point, because this is where, like, while I'm struggling to fully understand the purpose of therapy, I do understand that mental help is to challenge me to mentally buy into certain methods of what these professionals, or these mental health specialists slash therapists slash psychologists slash psychiatrists, whatever these specialists are for mental health, or for mental help, what they're trying to get me to learn, and in the end, it's up to me to take the challenge of how I can mentally do this. Of course, I'm the one with the brain here. You know what I'm saying? It's only under my power to get to work those methods. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my dump is one of them. Obviously, my outside life has still been a struggle, right? And right now, this 2-week period, yes, I am getting a big break, but eventually it's going to go back to what it was, when all these changes have happened, right? So just having to deal with this, it's like I said, man, I at this point, like, with all these discussions I've been hearing, it's like from yesterday and like the last weekend, like I don't even know, like, at this point, if I can just like separate myself so I can gain my own peace. I just, it's hard. It's hard, and what makes it even harder is the fact that I'm still in this dump, still trying to get the hell out of there, and considering how many people left. We had Lagos that just left like toward the end of May, and then you got this other girl that only lasted for like 2 months or so, and she left. I remember the almost 20 people that left in 2023. I remember Ariel left. I remember just like a lot of these people. Like, how many more times do I gotta see this many people leave, and that I'm still there? It just makes me look like an even bigger fool. And I want to say this: my dump is the center core of all these problems that I'm facing. Aside from all the internal problems, I'm talking about at work. And I've said it many times. I'm going to say it again. As long as I'm still in that dump, more bad things are going to happen to me. More bad things. Yeah, I get what I'm trying to do, but it just seems like every time I'm there, it's like my life is just miserable as hell. Going on 12 and a half years. It's just like I'm doing everything I can, but it's like how much longer? How much more patience do I have? I'm doing all this research through ChatGPT, just to find these other jobs, that are not graphic design jobs, just so I can get the hell out of here. I'm looking through. I haven't had a chance to look at all of these. I'm just mentally tired. But coming out of work yesterday, I wanted to do all that stuff. But that fool right there that's running that place still, I don't know why. Like, it's, why isn't he prioritizing the air conditioning problem? Why did it take 2 weeks? Who in their right mind is ever wanting to not prioritize their employees like that? 2 weeks without air conditioning, and all the fans that we're using are like the tower ones. And my mom's work, they have an air conditioning problem too, but at least they're using a ceiling fan. Like, they have better fan usage than our fans that we're using. But the fact of the matter is, why does it take so long? At one point, why does it take so long for all the utensils I remember the sink problem. Last year. Why did it take 3 weeks for the sink to get fixed? Why does it take a week or two to get the utensils? The food utensils, the forks, the plastic forks, the plastic spoons. That's why I can't even rely on this place no more, man. It's full of lazy people. Not to mention that help desk is full of crap. It's useless. Even Paula said it's so annoying to use that goddamn thing. I mean, I can't, dude. I wrote a blog about yesterday how like nothing just makes sense. For as long as I'm still in this dump, there's so many things that never made sense. Even these last couple of years. Nothing makes sense. And yeah, I got another game coming up today. I'm going to be back home. But I got to see how I feel coming back. I mean, this is where we're at, dude. That motherfucker up there doesn't care, doesn't treat his own employees with enough care. Doesn't even greet them happy birthday. He treats them like slaves, like robots. I mean, that dude does not want to retire. So this is how this place is going to be ran like that. I have nothing to miss out on. I don't care if I'm late. It's going to be almost 9 o'clock. I don't give a damn. Even if I come back late for lunch, nobody cares. Dude, I'm sick of this, man. I'm just sick of it. You know, until I get the hell out of there, I don't know how much all this mental help is going to get me through all this, but I'm trying my best. I'm not saying it's not helping me. I'm learning stuff, but applying it is a whole different thing. And right now, the applying is the one I'm struggling with, okay? That's why I'm out of these group chats right now. So that I can focus more on myself. Because I know what I'm about to say if I still continue to go in there, you know, and saying what I said. I know all these guys are fed up. Okay? Julio said it the one day. He said I had 46 messages. I'm like, whoa, damn. You know what? I'm through with this, man. I gotta go. Peace.